All right, so for women's fashion brands doing 30K per month minimum, this is the women's fashion case study on how we helped her scale over 100K per month online in 1 month with bestseller ads. Again, here are before and after results. 3 months before working with us, she first did 30.6K, then 35.7K, and then roughly 59K. Then after 1 month after working with us, she scaled over 100K per month. Now, here's how it looked like on the ads. So 3 months before working with us, same time frame as the Shopify sales. So you can see here, this on February 16 to March 18, 2023, she spent 1.6K, 0.46 ROAS at a $787 return, which is pretty much a loss. Second month, she spent 1.7, 2.15 ROAS at a 3.6K return, and this is some external agency running it. And third month, they spent 1.7K, 1.97 ROAS, 3.3K return, which is pretty much a loss. Now here's the first month of us working together. So from May 17 to June 16, 2023, we spent 12.3K, roughly 4.93 ROAS, over a 60K return. So in 1 month, we increased our ROAS by 2.96 and drove over 60K in sales from new customers only. Now, context on the brand. The AOV is $474 and roughly 42 cents. Not low price products, not fast fashion. The market is the US, platform is Meta, and the products, clothing, mostly dresses, tops, and jackets. Target market, women's ages 25 and older. Now, main problems she was facing. Her ads were mostly retargeting and not even profitable. Her ads were being run by people who don't understand fashion. There was no strategy and structure in the ad account, and her products have high demand in wholesale or retail, but she's new to the online direct-to-consumer and needed help scaling it. Now, who this is for? This is for you if your women's fashion brand does at least 30K per month online and you want to scale to the 100K per month and beyond efficiently and quickly. Maybe you are also facing similar problems as she was before working with us. If so, this case study will help you solve those problems. Now, why should you read and watch this case study? Well, we scale over 15 fashion brands and a majority of them are women's fashion brands. You can see many of them over here. We have over 14 video testimonials from fashion brand founders like yourself on their results and experience with us. And you can see them all below this video, so I won't get into that in this video. And I'm Brandon, one of the co-founders of Digiceptual. We specialize in scaling fashion brands online for over 4 years. In 2023 alone, we generated over 39 million in sales from new customers across all the fashion brands we work with. Here's proof. I'll zoom in a bit more so you can see. Whoops, over here. So last year, 2023, you can see over 39 million in sales. I'll cover the exact ad strategy and a thought process on how we help scale her brand to over 100K per month in 1 month with bestseller ads. The goal is for it to be actionable for you so you can apply it to your brand and so you can get better results and scale to and over 100K per month efficiently and quickly. No section is longer than it needs to be or filled with jargon to sound smart. And to set realistic expectations, not all women's fashion brands we work with scale over 100K in 1 month. Our average right now is 1 to 3 months. And in case you're wondering, we're still working with her to this day, and it's been more than a year. So this is what I cover in the case study. The few important products that brought in most of the sales, what creatives we use that convert new customers profitably, plus I share an example, what ad copy converts, how we structure top of funnel campaigns to get new customers, no retargeting campaigns used. Now, let's go into it. The few important products that brought in most of the sales. The few important products are known as best sellers. They are what brought in and still bring in most of the sales. Why? Because they prove they have demand in the market from the wholesale or retail side and from the Shopify data. So all we do is simply leverage this demand to scale by driving new traffic to it, the bestsellers. To do so, we advise them to make a bestseller page and just throw all the bestsellers on that page. On the ad side, all of them drive traffic to the bestseller page. You can see here. Bestsellers. Before we came in, whoever was running the ads was driving traffic to random pages. There was no strategy behind it. So you can see right here, for example, it's just random pages, no thought process, no strategy behind it. We don't link ads to the specific products because bestseller page almost always convert higher than product pages. This simple approach is what we do for all fashion brands, and it's often overlooked. If you only do this step and nothing else, you should see better results immediately. Fashion, especially women's fashion, is extremely competitive. So using bestsellers to scale in ads is a must because it has product market fit. Now, next section, what creatives we use that convert new customers profitably. Since we're driving all new traffic to bestsellers, the creatives show her bestsellers. These are what we call Bestseller ads. We use a mix of still images and carousel ads, GIFs of still images, and video GIFs, and we still use them to this day. Here's an example of a video GIF that performed well, to give you an example. So it's 9 seconds, and I'll play through the whole thing. Like this. So it's a GIF because you see it cuts between video and video. Just like that. So just simple creatives that show the best sellers, that is it. These are the type of creatives we know and proved time and time again that works. We didn't need anything fancy or trendy like curated UGC videos or try-on videos. Those don't perform best in women's fashion. Next, what ad copy converts? The ad copy is a single line that communicates what the brand offers and what it's about. In the first month of ads, we kept the ad copy the same across all ads because our main focus at this stage is testing creatives and finding winning angles to scale. In fashion, creatives matter more than ad copy. Testing and optimizing copy comes in a later stage of scaling. So for this case study, it isn't relevant. Now, how we structure top of funnel campaigns to get new customers. All of our campaigns are top of funnel campaigns because our ad strategy is focused on getting new customers for the brand. On average, we spend 96% of the ad spend on top of funnel campaigns. For this brand, we spend 100% on top of funnel, and we didn't do any retargeting campaigns. We still don't to this day. This may sound counterintuitive because our AOV is over $400. Most people might think a stranger needs to be retargeted multiple times before they buy. That is not the case. Fashion is black and white. If the market wants the product, they will click and buy the product. That is why we use bestsellers, because we know the market wants these products already. Below, you can see how we structured the top of funnel campaigns in the red box. The other two campaigns outside the red box were from previous people who ran it. So these were all our campaigns. Let me see if I zoom in, you can see it. So, I mean, it cuts off on the right here, but you can just see the campaigns. Now, since her account didn't have any structure or testing happening, basically it's from scratch, that is what we focused on in the first month, so we have a foundation to scale on. So we focus on building a structure and testing. When a brand's ad account is from scratch, it takes us 1 month max to build a structure and test to find winning angles. Usually it takes us 1 week. Contrary to popular belief, it doesn't take 3 months minimum to test and find winning angles. To be frank, anyone who says that is using it as an excuse to lock you in a 3-month minimum contract. Now, I'll break down what we did in the campaigns that has ad spend results. Here we made an ABO campaign to first test creatives and find winning angles. So this ABO campaign over here, right? Zoom in, just use your screen on your phone to zoom in if you need to. We like to use ABO for testing because it gives us the most control. We first tested with 2 lookalike audiences, also known as LLA. Nowadays, lookalike audiences tend to be frowned upon, but we still like to test it to see if there's any potential. Right, so we tested lookalike 3% and 5% of past 180-day purchases at about $20 a day for 2 to 3 days, as you can see over here. Both ad sets had the same 9 ads each. Each ad represents a different creative angle into the market to see which one gets the orders. So you can see it over here. Right, here's the 5%, here's the 3%, the same ads. Obviously, I blurred out specific names that's related to the brand. However, as you can see, the lookalike audiences didn't get any orders. It's 0 and 0 on the red box. So then we quickly pivoted and started testing broad instead in the same ad set, and that yielded results. Broad audiences is always the best audience to test creatives because it's the entire market. So if a creative works or not, we know it's 100% because of the creative, not because of the audience. So you can see here, the 2 broad audiences got the orders at a good ROAS. Yes, I know we did test lookalike first, but that's because from our experience, those specific lookalike audiences can be a good testing audiences. But 9 times out of 10, we always do broad only for testing creatives and finding winning angles. So as again, we only tested for 2 to 3 days, see that doesn't work, so we just pivoted to broad. Now, in the broad ad set, these angles got the orders. So they call it flick 3 copy. Here, you can zoom in here. Flick 3 copy. This is called pants video new and video, just to keep it simple, copy number 2. As you can see here, the flick 3, we got a ROAS of 3.72. The pants, we got 2.66, videos 3.34. Here is just for testing. We're not scaling yet, right? The whole point of this is testing. In the broad copy ad set, these angles got the orders, right? Almost exactly the same ones, but the new one is just the pants video new. That one also got orders here, but not in the regular one. So the broad copy got it, but the other broad asset didn't. 3 of the same angles in both ad sets got orders. That tells us that these are the winning angles, so we will use them to test more audiences and scale, which I cover in the next section. The Flick 3 copy in particular got most of the orders. Flick means GIF for us internally. That means most of the creatives we will make going forward will involve testing GIFs, whether that's GIFs of still images or even video GIFs. And we do exactly this in a campaign I will also cover later. Now, in this ABO campaign, the next one, we tested interest audiences with the winning angles we got in the previous testing campaign. So to quickly zoom in, it's called ABO INT, which stands for interest, phase 1, which means testing. We chose the interest audiences based on what we know what works for this market and what we think can work from our experience. So here's what we chose. It was yachts, boutiques, marina, Balenciaga, Moschino, luxury resorts, Revolve, Fendi, and I'll go over why we have duplicates, luxury goods, resort, Hermes, YSL, Keeping Up, Anine Bing, and Morant. Now, each interest audience ad set has the same ads and winning angles, as you can see some of them below. So boutique, right? Marina, here, I'll zoom out here. Boutique, marina, yacht, Balenciaga, same ads, right? We quickly saw that 4 of them got the most orders, which were yacht, Fendi, YSL, and Hermes. So we focused most of the ad spend on those 4. Yacht got 6 orders. Fendi, both the ad sets got 10 orders in total. Hermes got 6 orders. YSL got 17 orders in total. We duplicated the YSL and Fendi ad set because they got the most orders. So we wanted to retest it to see if the duplicates also got orders, which they did. This tells us these audiences have big potential to scale. So you can see Fendi, right? This is 10 orders. YSL has 17 orders. So the ROAS in the Fendi ad sets are about 4.62, 4.10. YSL was like 7.15 and the other one was 4.73. On the ad level, the same winning angles we got from the broad audience testing audience got orders in our winning interest audiences. So to quickly refresh, the winning ad angles from our creative testing are Flick 3 copy, Pants Video New, music copy, Video 93741, copy 2, and Pants Video New. In YSL, Flicks 3 copy, Pants, and Video, just to keep it short, got the orders, right? In Fendi, Flick 3 copy, again, Pants and Video, same ones as YSL, got the orders. In Hermes, same 3 got the orders. Right, 6.13 ROAS, 12.72 ROAS, 1.68 ROAS. These are just testing, right? This is not scaling. And in Yacht, Video, and Flick 3. So this one only has 2 of them. But it's still the same winning angles as what we've tested early on. That is why it's important to test and find winning angles first before testing audiences. We know the ads work, so if the audience also works, it means that this is 100% a winning audience for us to scale in. Now onto this campaign called ABO V2, as you can see here. Right? This one was about 1.1K spent, 2.27 ROAS, 2.7K return for testing. This campaign we just used to test more interest audiences. Out of the 5 new ones we tested, Miu Miu turned out to be the winner. So Miu Miu got 4 orders at a 4.66 ROAS, and the other one that got 1 order but wasn't unprofitable was Dior. It was like a 1.62 ROAS, so nothing really there. On the ad level, yet again, the same winning angles. Flick 3 copy, and the Video 93741, as you can see here. Now, in this last campaign, we called New Asset Test. This is where we split test variations of our top winning angle, Flick 3 copy, like I mentioned earlier in the creative testing section. We just simply made 4 different styles of video GIFs as variations to test against Flick number 3. The audience we used are Hermes and Fendi, 2 of our winning interest audiences, as you can see right over here. Each of them have the same ads. So just to zoom in, right? All copies of the Flick, all copies of the Flick. From the results below, Flick 1 is the only one that outperformed Flick 3. So in scaling campaigns, we will also use Flick 1. So here's the Fendi asset. Flick 1 got 6 orders, Flick 3 got 4 orders, and Flick 1 got it at 5.28 ROAS. In the Hermes ad set, Flick 1 got 4 orders, Flick 3 got 2 orders, and Flick 1 got it at a 13.09 ROAS. Every time we have a winning angle like Flick 3 copy, we always test variations against it to 1, find new winning angles to scale with, 2, understand why this angle is the winning angle so we can give insights to the brand for them to make more winning creatives. Here are some key insights we found that were common between Flick 1 and 3. The products in the creative are white. The ones that didn't work, the products in the creative are purple. The style is very similar. The products are on a model. The model is standing in front of a gray wall and is doing slight movements left and right. Full body shots with some close-ups mixed in to clearly show the bestseller. And bright natural white light. What does this mean for the brand? 1, she should focus on making products that are white, not purple. 2, make more creatives similar to the videos used for Flick 1 and 3. Now, what are the benefits that come from this? Her risk of overstocking products that don't sell just went down because she now knows what products do sell. Instead of wasting money on guessing what kind of creatives work or trying to be fancy, she now knows exactly what creatives work and she just makes more of it. And the beauty of this is, the more we test, the more insights we get, the more the benefit aboves compound, where eventually it's just rinsing and repeating a winning formula. As you can see here, the more we test, the more insights we get and the more benefits, which is less risk of overstocking, and she knows her resources are more efficiently used to make winning creatives. The creatives we have to this day are literally almost the same thing. It keeps things efficient and streamlined, which ultimately results in profitable and efficient scale. So to summarize, we focus on selling her bestsellers and ads because they have product market fit. To do so, we drive all new traffic to the bestsellers, right? As you see here. On the creatives, we only use creatives to showcase our bestsellers, aka bestseller ads. We use a variety of still images and carousel ads, GIFs, and video GIFs. All campaigns are on top of funnel because our strategy to scale fashion brands is by getting new customers. We first test creatives in broad audience to find which angles work. Once we've identified them, we've tested interest audiences to find winning audiences to scale in. So once we know what ads work, then that's when we started testing audiences. And when we started testing variations, and we also started testing variations on top of the winning angle, which is the Flick 3 copy, to find more new winning angles to scale with and understand why it's a top winning angle in a testing campaign. That is exactly how we helped her scale to over 100K per month in sales in 1 month. From there, we took it to the next phase, which is scaling, but that is outside the scope of this case study. Now, you can use this free case study and apply it to your brand, but it can be challenging and time consuming, or work with us to skip all the pitfalls and scale to and over 100K per month efficiently and profitably. If you're interested in working with us and your fashion brand, your women's fashion brand does at least 30K per month online, book a call with me by clicking the book a call button below this video. The goal of the call is for us to understand your brand situation and determine if it's 100% a fit. We don't need to be pushy because we work on a performance basis, meaning there's no upfront fees. We take on the upfront risk by delivering results first. So if it's not a fit, we will be the first ones to tell you no because it won't work and we won't get paid. Simple as that. When you book a call, you will also get free access to our fashion growth thesis, where I cover our bestseller ad strategy in more detail. And it also covers scaling. Many brands have implemented what's in the thesis and immediately saw an increase in results before even talking to us. So again, if you're interested and your fashion brand does at least 30K per month online, book a call with me by clicking the book a call button below this video, and I look forward to connecting.